Most of the women who book calls with me are skipping meals, trying to exercise right, and getting worse results than they were 5 years ago. Almost every one of them has been told by a coach, a doctor, or a program that it's their hormones, their age, their willpower. None of that is the real answer. And I'm here to help women beat that rap, to stop being victims of their hormones, their age, and their busy schedule. I'm Alyssa. I spent 13 years running an immunogenetic research lab, designing experiments, managing teams, analyzing data for a living, and interpreting those results. I was doing bench work long before I ever did a bench press. I've invested thousands in coaches and mentors in both fitness and in business. I've been immersed in peer reviewed research, cutting edge science, and the systems that make implementing and teaching it work in real life. That's how I built the metabolic multiplier method. Plus, I've lived it myself. I know what it's like to do everything right and watch your body refuse to respond. So, let me tell you what I see when women like you walk into my world. You're bone tired. You're sick of feeling like a stranger in your own body. Your clothes aren't fitting the way they used to. Your belt is poking into your stomach in meetings. Maybe you've asked ChatGPT or you're following 3 Instagram accounts that contradict each other, and you keep doing the same thing because it's at least familiar. Underneath all of it, you're the person who all the crises get brought to, the one strong enough to hold everyone else. And the only way to keep doing that without breaking is if you put your oxygen mask on first. Yes, you want to look hot. You want to rock those short shorts or at least a crop top now and then. I'll admit it. I want my partner to look at me and say, damn, how'd I get so lucky? But I also want to project on the outside the way I feel on the inside, to be authentic, in and out. But it's even bigger than that. You want to be the woman who says yes to spontaneous hikes. You want to age into independence, not out of it. Your body is the vehicle you get for the rest of your life. You want to drive it, not be managed by it. And you haven't failed because you're lazy or undisciplined. So here's what's actually happening. We all have a metabolic set point, the amount of food that keeps us at maintenance. Eat below it, we lose. Eat above it, we gain. But that set point isn't fixed. It adapts. Years of under eating pull it down, and so does muscle loss. We lose 3 to 8% of our muscle every decade, and that only accelerates through perimenopause and menopause. Muscle is the metabolic multiplier. The more you have, the more you burn, even at rest. So when you're eating the same, training the same, and suddenly you start gaining fat around your midsection, that's why. Your set point moved and nobody told you. So let me tell you about Rebecca. She's 43. She runs clinical trials for a living. She came to me having gained 25 pounds over 2 years and skipping out on social events because she didn't like how she looked in any of her clothes. Her doctors told her it was just her hormones. That is what happens. Get used to it. But Rebecca refused to believe that. She refused to be a victim of a body she still had to live in for 40 more years. So we calibrated. We found she was eating less than her body needed, reverse diet her back up to maintenance, and 6 weeks later, her body composition had shifted for the first time in 3 years. In December, she was wearing all those clothes that she'd just been staring at in her closet. Now she tells me she gets to decide how she looks at 50, and it's going to be hot. She wasn't broken. She wasn't hormones. She was miscalibrated. And nobody bothered to actually look. So what do we do about all this? Well, that's in the next video.